Smith.
In the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? Stand against. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
God is here.
Time check. It's 19 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. And listen to the Ground Report right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. Hey, good morning to all drivers again. A pleasant good morning to each and every one of you.
And who could ever stop
And not forgetting again our sister El Tobago, good morning.
us? And what can stand against? And if our God is for us, then
And I must have a pleasant good morning to
stop us. And if
the
our
man himself. I Snipes, a pleasant good morning to you.
can stand against.
Pleasant good morning to you, Andy. Pleasant good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Pleasant good morning to the people via our chat and, of course, the wider world. Pleasant good morning, Lennox.
Oh boy, Lennox Smith, a pleasant good morning to you, my brother.
Yes, indeed. Of course, a pleasant good morning to you as well. Of course, I reciprocate as far as Snipes is concerned, and you, of course. But of course, out there, Trinidad and Tobago, East, West, North, South, Central, right here, and then of course our friends in Tobago. We have not heard from you for some time, and I'm becoming very, very concerned. So I expect that you will do your part between today and tomorrow to make certain that your presence is felt, because without you, a vital part of the body called Trinidad and Tobago will not be Trinidad and Tobago. Let's put it that way. That is how important you are. But of course, wherever you are in the world, whether in the region or otherwise, and what time of the day it is, well, a pleasant good day to you as well. Yes, Andy, quite a number of issues coming to the fore this morning, boy.
Give me one of those issues that come to the floor this morning.
Well, I know one of the things that you will ask is whether or not
anybody there?
Well,
Anybody there?
Yes. Indigo Martin.
So
there was there was a shooting. One died, two injured, and nursing their wounds, of course, in one of the health institutions of the country. So we have had that. I'm very concerned about Methanex because they said that they have formally shut down And I thought the negotiations would have gone in a particular way to avert that development. It appears that until further notice, the company has decided to shut it down again because of the gas situation. One would have thought that some kind of arrangement would have been made until, of course, the plethora or the large amount of gas that is expected when those drilling and those areas that are now being subjected to the search and putting in the infrastructure would have, at least they would have waited for that and work out something in the interim to see whether or not they could stay online. But that has apparently that has not occurred. So here it is. Christmas list, of course, he's delayed trial until end of SOE. So we have that as well in the mix. Of course, there was a lifting of his ban from Trinidad and Tobago.
So wait. So Christmas list, the lady is trial until the end of the SOE. What mean? They want to come in SOE time where they could just put him under detention or something or what?
Well, it appears that would have been a decision for the court. So I have not read the article, but I would assume that because he had requested a physical presence and the ban was temporarily lifted only for that purpose by the Minister of Homeland Security. So all that arrangement was made, and then suddenly we are now hearing that this morning that the matter has been delayed or postponed until after. Canadian travel vlogger Christmas list Hughes is asking he's asking the courts to postpone his sedition trial until Trinidad and Tobago's state of emergency comes to an end, with his attorney yesterday arguing that returning to the country could result in Hughes being detained without trial. Oh, I see. All right, so I think it's a logical thing. Even though, of course, the ban was lifted, they're saying that he's afraid of being further arrested because of the state of emergency that now exists, and as a consequence, they're asking for a postponement. I think it is reasonable. I don't think the magistrate, let me just see in this paragraph if the magistrate would have agreed or not. The application was made before Deputy Chief Magistrate Brian Debadine, where Hughes's attorneys, Kristen Williams, a fella I know well, we sat on the East Port Development Board together some time ago, where I was vice chairman, said that the current security climate made it too risky for his client to return to Trinidad and Tobago. The SOE is due to expire on September 17. What it continues to say, that has not told us what the court has decided. While a further 3 months extension is possible, it will require a higher constitutional threshold. A special 3/5 majority, yes, of course, in both houses both House of Representatives and the Senate, as provided for under the Constitution, Section 10.2 of the Constitution. Williams told the court he feared Hughes could be served with a preventive detention order the moment he lands. All right. It has not said what the court has decided. If convicted, so okay, let me go down to see whether or not the question, right. The magistrate suggested the defense was unnecessarily prolonging the matter. Mr. Williams, you are complicating a very simple issue. You and your client do not want this matter to go to trial. You are just dragging this matter out, he stated. Of course, Williams rejected that assertion, insisting his only objective was to protect his client's well-being while the country remains under a state of emergency. And of course, I haven't seen yet what the magistrate says. Let me go down the road. The magistrate cautioned that defendants should not publicly discuss matters that remain before the court. A warning: the defendant cannot give his interpretation and make statements. I am not going to tolerate that kind of thing. Let us resolve the case based on the law and the evidence. Williams apologized on behalf of Hughes and assured the court there would be no further public commentary. No further, just now I lost it there. All right, yes, no further public commentary. Right, okay. Williams apologized. Right, no public comment. The trial had originally been scheduled to begin on July 22nd. Oh, so it's on the 22nd is supposed to be scheduled, but apparently they made an early request before the 22nd. So let's see what's going to happen later down the road. I thought it was a situation where that was the date for trial and that application was being made. But apparently they're making an application prior to the trial, asking for, obviously, to wait until after the SOE. All right, so that is where we are with respect to that matter, Andy.
Yes. Well, I see in here too that Trinidad and Tobago among CARICOM nations, they'll see thanks for earthquake relief aid. So like Delcy Rodriguez actually now openly saying Trinidad, thanks Trinidad or something.
Yeah, she did actually mention Trinidad among the other Caribbean countries, Barbados, etc. Guyana as well. And I mean, Guyana, would have had a greater beef than that of Trinidad. And here it is with Venezuela, and here it is. She has apologized. Of course, she was designated as acting president. So clearly the Americans still have a tremendous amount of clout in Venezuela in terms of the political direction of that country.
Wow. Yes, she expressed gratitude to CARICOM leaders, including Kamala Prasad Bisesa, for supporting.
Did mention Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister,
Yeah.
Actually mentioned that. I would have thought she would have avoided it based on all of the acrimony that would have. I suppose that is water under the bridge now.
Boy, so no senior too, after 13 years on remand, man acquitted of God's murder. So a man get acquitted.
And it reflects the system itself and some of the dysfunctionalities. Because here it is, there were two witnesses, both of whom died, but they left statement with witness statement, but it was insufficient in that one of the statements had an identification problem because one of the witnesses had stated that the accused is not the man that he saw, and as a consequence, they had no choice but to dismiss the matter.
Wow! So one of the witnesses.
But have you guys taken note that in recent time, more than 4 or 5 murder accused has been released?
Yeah, have been dismissed. Yes.
Has been dismissed. Some
before the court.
I think a couple of them now dead.
Yeah, people
just
either
approximately
died
a week after they were released.
But in terms of the dysfunctionality, I was specifically referring to the length of time. Justice is supposed to be, on time, like just as how the motto of a particular security firm is justice on time. And when it is delayed in the way that it's occurring in Trinidad and Tobago, certainly you have all of these developments taking place where people who may be guilty as hell would get off because of the fact that there is no sufficiency of evidence. There's an insufficiency of evidence, and largely because of the length of time that these matters take to be adjudicated upon.
Wow. Oh boy, so Trinidad and Tobago, the lines are open. The lines are open. We have to open those lines for you. Let me just take this one here quick. Oh boy, not yet there. What else you have any headlines there for us,
Well,
Lennox
of
Smith?
course, we had very little opportunity to extrapolate or to expand on the Hummingbird AI data center that a memorandum of understanding was signed between Trinidad and Tobago's government and Hummingbird AI and also Ernst and Young. But of course, there was a lot of disquiet, a lot of concern with respect to the environment, the utilization of our water resource for such a project, as well as energy. I did, in fact, extensively look at the matter this morning, about 2 o'clock this morning, and only to confirm that one, it is a MOU, meaning that is a memorandum of understanding. One, two, there is a due diligence as in respect of whether or not it is possible. Three, that matter of energy and water was in fact considered, because a huge amount of cooling has to take place when these giant, let's say, technological items would be planted in your country or in the particular area. So what they have planned is to have artificial ponds so that people will they will dig out the earth, of course, and have these ponds, and that would supply the water. So there is no impact on the WASA supply or supply to anybody else. And there is something also called, I only learned it this morning, so you forgive me if I am not too specific, but there is something called behind the meter supply system, where the entity will have its own independent supply of electricity, separate and distinct from the national grid. So that should appease those persons who have a concern that the ordinary person in Trinidad, or for other industrial reasons, electricity will be diverted, and therefore we will be having some problems in terms of getting a reliable supply of electricity. So those are the two things that I thought I should
Very good.
focus on, because that was the concern that the environmentalists would have had. One, the supply of electricity, and two, the supply of water to cool those massive systems and computers that will be engaged. Go ahead.
So they will be providing their own power. Well, that's good. That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
And
yeah,
the
yeah. So
water,
that's-
the water will be rotated around the place itself. So while it go into cool, it will be done back off in a next pond right there.
Yeah. Yeah, but they would not be affected, will not affect the WASA supply. They will have artificial ponds, which, of course, will be filled by probably river water or whatever it is. And then they will use that, and they will, of course, generate the cooling system through that mechanism. It has nothing to do with the WASA or the national grid managed by WASA.
Yeah, but the water, what pass through the system to cool it? Would that be because I had felt the way how people are talking, like because they say the waterways, they don't want them to pollute the waterways. With that water that coming out, did you research the extent to find out if the water that coming out after cooling, if it's
It will be recirculated.
No,
no, I not that specific thing, but go ahead. Let me
if it
complete.
If it have a pollution, and if it's not usable, if it's like a let me say oh god, that thing we're manning close.
That smelter plant, like the smelter plant.
Yeah, one to the water that comes out. Is it a good water? Is it a bad water? Because remember, in all of that, they keep saying that it will pollute the environment. What what kind of water is that coming out after the cooling?
I'll have to look at that specifically. But if you are having an artificial pond, then one expects that water will return there. But I am not going to I'm not going to hazard and say that I know. So let me just check on that as to whether or not the water returns to the pond. It means therefore it can't go anywhere else but there.
But just keep rotating.
But you are talking about whether or not, after being used, whether or not the water could be reused again and therefore create some kind of environmental issue. But let's go to the line. We have a call on the line. Sorry about that. We lost that one. Yeah, so that the lines are
environmental
open,
issue.
people. The lines are open.
Yeah,
but
so,
go ahead.
So what I'm watching at is the environmental issue aspect with the after, and if the water could really be reused. You understand? Yes, you'll have artificial pond to supply water, but would that water be reused, or would it be dumped or within the river? Is it that is a special water that they have to get away, barreled and put away like a nuclear or what? Because the way people talk, it's like you feel, well, this thing like it's going to damage the environment, and many countries around the world don't want it in their country. You know, it make me feel like it's a smelter kind of.
We have a caller, so oh boy, that person seems to be Mike Shy. If it's the same person, but yeah, but I think what I have gathered from the information that I would have looked at is that these countries like New York, for example, they are concerned about their grid, whether or not they could supply simultaneously that massive demand for water and still supply the residents or the business community. I think that is where the argument is. In terms of I have seen no literature where the use of the water will produce some kind of pollutant that is dangerous probably to human consumption or human association, as is the case with the smelter, which is clear. It produces an acid that is dangerous to the land and to human beings. But again, I will check that to find out. And if there are callers who are familiar with the subject, certainly we will want to hear from you as to what your understanding is as far as pollution that the environmentalists are arguing about with respect to the non-presence of these of digital.
Morning, Andy.
Go ahead.
You know me. Lennox, you know me already.
Yes.
And how this man could call and say the caller before calling people in Lamantil?
Oh boy. All right, I will play over that day in a little bit. That's a voice note, but let me take a call here. Morning caller, we're calling from what's
I do one because we have to go for a break.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, caller. Okay. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, Andy, good morning.
Good morning to you again, my baby. No, go ahead. No. You raised a very, 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 very interesting conversation or topic yesterday that take the whole morning. So go ahead, let's hear.
Right. No, that contribution I made yesterday, right, wasn't to go against the government or anything like that. It's just letting the government know that the problem that we just have to face here, citizens, every day. Now, that is why they appoint these institutions like the pension place, the NIB, to help them to have a better system, right? So when, like the social welfare, when they messed up, then the whole system will be messed up, right? Now, I'm talking about in my husband's case, my personal case, right? That you already made a house visit. What is the point in coming back to make another house visit? Right? Is it the property will move? Is it the residents move out? Why are they doing this thing? That is just to delay the process.
Is it just a delayed process? That's what we're asking.
Yeah.
Hold 1 minute. Then Lennox Smith, why would they want to? Lennox Smith, why would they want to? If you already visit a property already, or if it go, it done sign off. Why would you want to revisit?
Yeah, it sounds like an overkill, and it sounds as though it is this intrusive, punitive nature of those who execute these welfare programs. It is as if they want to punish you for, utilizing a service or accessing a service that they themselves are being paid to provide. But let's go to the line as well. We have another call here too.
Wait, hold on, let her finish. Go ahead, baby.
No, I heard Ms. Santa Cruz said that she waited 10 years to get a NIS payments, right? Now, that is why I advocated in my other, the one program that I called in before about this TD4 slips. So I would like the public to know that is an important piece of document. That is proof that you have paid your NIS contributions to the NIB. That is a confirmation from the BIR confirming your payment. So in my case, what happened over the period of years, a good few years within that time I worked, that if I made 52 contribution, my TD4 slip shows I made 52 contribution. But now against my NIB statement, there were 40 contribution for that particular year.
Wow.
Now, in that case, you losing out, right, as the individual. Now, that is why you have that TD4 slip to prove to them that you made your 52 contributions. So that will not hinder in any way to your final contribution, making up your 750 contribution, because every contribution delayed is a contribution lost, right?
Right, so you're advising the people of Trinidad and Tobago and the public to please hold on to all TD4 slips. Put them in a plastic bag. Just don't lose none in case mistakes happen, because they will have to wait like 10 years and all these years like Santa Cruz.
Exactly. Yes, you will have to wait because NIB is not going to fix that today for tomorrow. They always say they have to go through a process, and that process may take however long. So that is why don't wait for when the time creep up on you, like when you're like a month or two before your 60 years, then you're going to look into that. I never did that. I always keep on checking at least every 3 years to make sure that my contribution, my papers is in order, right? So we all have that upon us, that to look into for our own personal benefit, right?
Nice.
So don't wait on them.
Nice.
Right?
Thanks so much, baby, for your contribution this morning. Your contribution from yesterday and before on the same, barely the same kind of issue is well taken in. And so all of us, while we're working, at least every year, every 2 years, 3 years, you all go make sure that your NIS is being paid, because you will have to end up on a long waiting list, 10, 15 years, like Santa Cruz. Or it might have to go, because I think I heard her say through a tribunal or kind of a canal. It has to go through the tribunal in order to get your money. So that is a very serious thing.
In order to prevent all these things, check on it from in between time to time.
Nice. All right, thanks so much for your contribution and your advice. Do have a blessed day today, this morning here, and for the rest of the entire day. All right. So, Snipes, if you have one on that side, you can go ahead and then you can take the break.
What we have to do now, we have to go to that break because it's coming back to back.
All right.
We go for the break, and when we come back, more.
Protect yourself from electric shock or death. Before conducting repairs close to overhead lines or the point of connection to your home, contact TN-Tech to request a temporary disconnection. When driving tall vehicles, ensure they do not exceed 15 feet. Do not lift lines to allow vehicles to pass. When carrying out underground works, contact TN-Tech's area offices to ensure there are no underground conductors and cables before digging. At TN-Tech, safety is our priority. TN-Tech, the power to make it work.
TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Blue Water's posse identified. Somebody pass blue water. Somebody bring blue water. Somebody get blue water. And we ready now. When you're feeling hard, take a blue water spray. Take a blue water spray. In your school or home, take a blue water spray. When the bus run out, take a blue water spray. Party posse water. Working posse water. School children they water. Blue water spray. Fitness posse water. The office posse water. When your posse need one, take a blue water spray. Somebody pass blue water. Somebody bring blue water. Somebody get blue water. Take a blue water spray.
You are now entering Talk City 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked. Bang, bang, bang.
boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back. Time check. It's quarter to the hour, 7 o'clock, and you're listening to the Ground Report. Go ahead, caller. Pleasant good morning to you. Welcome to the Ground Report. What's your contribution on the Ground Report this morning? What's supposed to make news that not making news? Let's hear.
Andy morning. Yes, happy to hear his voice. Every day you have something to say about when I call.
So, where people and them in the car?
No. You know, sometimes you're going home or you're coming, you're going back to work. You're giving your colleagues a lift or two. Yeah. But what do you think about the football, Andy?
Boy, that thing hot me, boy. I see. Remember, I told you why I predict, you know. I told earlier I wanted France to go home. They go home. Yeah. I say I wanted Argentina to go home.
Yeah.
They was looking like they're going home, you know, boy. I don't know, but I feel Lennox. Remember, Lennox always tell me about his back test, but he don't believe and tell me, but he don't know what parchment paper and he don't think. Boy, when I see that thing, I say with the hell, boy, all go through my mind is Lennox, but about I'm a hemispheric person and thinking. I say, hey, sir, boy. I see a feel as over here, Lennox Smith walking there, boy.
Lennox over there, walk there, boy.
Ability is ability, that's all. They lost and they lost.
I was coming to
my side won, and that is the outcome.
Yeah, yes. Boy.
I was gonna partially lime on Sunday, but I'm not doing it again. Even though I don't have no ticket or whatever, you have to get to come in. But I don't need that. When I reach there, I just whatever I'm pulling up with, I don't need that. But on a serious note, the thing is that it was sad yesterday because England played good at the start, but what happened with England, as soon as they get the first goal, England rocked back and they just defend, and then you can't sit back on Argentina. Argentina is a team you can't relax on them. But say what? I think the World Cup, I don't know. I can't say it's rigged, but I just think something not right.
All right, but at least I will give my wish. But one of my wish, Lennox Smith will be a fight man. Remember I say I want although I wanted England and Spain, I stated I wanted Spain to win the World Cup. So Spain will beat Argentina. What you go see now? Let me hear.
But I never said that I want Argentina to win the World Cup. I said that I wanted Argentina to beat England, and they did.
Whatever zombie you're playing with, stuff. All right, guys, have a good day.
I'll give my preference later. We have a call from this side. A pleasant good morning, boy. Yes, go ahead, sir, or ma'am. Good morning. Good morning.
Go ahead.
Good morning, but it's a procedure and something I will brought up with. Good morning, gentlemen. Snipes, Lennox Smith, Andy, and to the sensible callers. To the caller who said it was not him, I think she did have mentioned or something, so you had called him. It was not you. I deeply apologize. But I don't even say twin brother, because years now I'm on the radio and I don't miss her voice. So if you feel like a cold war, she spoke about come back and say, not you yet. Anyhow, Andy, great is the football, and I'm glad for the football fans. What about those who can't sit down there, in some time to watch football, or the children are hungry? And I understand what's coming and talking about who hungry and why the dependent people working hard. How much is 6.9 Lennox Smith off the back foot?
Boy.
That's about 3 months?
Well, all right, wait. Now, before you start again, because you look like you're going and get on in a way. What it is? What are you talking about? All right, but what you're talking about? Let me hear. You say 6 fortnights. What are you talking about?
Government.
Yeah, 6 by 2 is 12
talking about
divided by 2.
Those on highway, works on highway division. I'm talking for poor people on the whole. I'm talking for the hungry. The poor man want to know what the next meal coming from, boy.
So you are saying...
The poor man want to know about
so you
France.
So you
want to know who win the World Cup.
All right, but so
you want to know how we going to child.
All right,
Orientation
just now
in the school
understand.
today.
All right, your child have orientation today, as you say.
It don't have to be my child.
But it actually.
I'm speaking in general.
All right, so you are saying to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, the government uplift program that replaced the CPEP and European, however it go, that you all have not been paid 6 fortnights now?
It have some workers that have been paid at all. It have some get paid 6 fortnights. It have some get paid 4 fortnights. That is not the point is, why everybody else, when all about talk Penny, Rick Belly, Peckles, all about talk Rowley stay again wherever he can when the man come as a former prime minister. The minister that I'm in power right now, from the Honorable Kamala Prasad, Mr. go straight back, everybody get a pay on time. What's going on, boy? What are really taking for people for, boy? And whoever it is, I tell you, as I will reiterate this, we don't care who pay for the chairmanship. We don't care who pay for she's son on. What going on? So she does leave the ministry uncle and go on Japan. Anything can happen in the ministry. Or them they not come to say, but must have somebody to take charge, you know. People can be talking. A Muslim don't kill you just so, you know. A Muslim that move when they come to attack him. He will move again. And a Muslim are going to corner until he can't move again. Them not a Muslim that defend himself, you know. People are moving from corner to corner and taking lash from this government. But I'm telling you and see something now. Let me say, God forbid, next election, I don't know what they could do to come back here, because UNC going down a hill. And somebody who feel always more UNC than Anderson, Wilson, I can't deny that. I can't deny that at all. But Philip Alexander is a big UNC. He's a man called Kamala dirty. He's a minister today. All who cuss that woman, they're in some kind of WhatsApp, they're in HCC or something. But that can't all who call she weak. And she can never win an election. Kamala, we don't want to know all of that, my lady. If you have anybody listening for you, the poor people don't want to know that. The poor people on the ground suffering. It have UNC people in Lavandale and the East West corridor too, boy. If all the people are fighting for the Spain, all the fighting in the East West corridor, it have people who say yellow is the code. And when UNC win, everybody win. But nobody in winning right now. It seems like there's only all the friends, neighbors, and nobody don't want to know about blue waters. And who get TV and who get salon for 4 months with the pain. Poor people don't care about blue waters. They never cheap water themselves for 150 people. That's what people are buying. People don't care about them Syrian. Them Syrian have money buy. People care about the hungry children. You know, people, what's up? I just call here. One say, if she can walk out, if I can walk out over and the person who sang that song, when you and see when everybody went, I walk out over behind them. Oh, when you and see when everybody went in, all in authority, all against steadfast boy. There are people who love all here, and it's hurting inside. Let me tell you, I pay them in tomorrow some of that party. But if you don't come and do all here, Andy, huh? Nobody, Andy don't tell me to offend. Lennox can't tell me to offend. Mikey can't tell me to offend. What go on? All I want to see up here, and people that run people. If it's that, I don't want to see, I go see boy. Because the talk at the ground, people can't wait for the election, you know. They say the dog, the cat, the rat can't wait to vote out the ANC, you know. I tell all the work coming from the ground. Only come after me when I done my contribution. Only doing me one thing, Jed. But the poor people, they have a thing called the revenge of the poor. And don't look for the revenge of the poor. Only can hate Anderson.
But let me ask you something, Anderson. Let me ask you something. What about Anderson, where was the revenge of the poor when the PNM was advantaging and destroying the country? Why does the people of Trinidad, I'm just asking, why does the people of Trinidad and Tobago, what? Wait now, let me ask you something. Why, when it is that was going on, the poor didn't want revenge, under the 10 years of all that pressure from the PNM, they shut down nearly everything.
Protest. So if it those who want to come out in the pushback movement, anyone take revenge? Huh? Or if there's one or two protests, we protest in that 10 years of Andy. What are you talking about? Who call Rowley raper, man? That nothing they call Rowley. Now it's Big Benny Beckers. People don't care about Penny, people don't care about Rowley. Some of them don't care about Kamala. People care about the money, boy. I mean, what was the mention before? Huh?
All right.
You put a rubber bullet, tear gas. That's nothing. We don't know where we in Chapaleta, Andy.
All right, you make a point.
Lennox Smith was down there.
All right, you make a point. Don't overkill your contribution. We get the contribution, right? We get you. We get it. We get it. Don't overkill it. Don't overkill it. The guys like them, you know, you seen where people going to murder people. You shoot them, the people done dead, but just bap, still, and then they go run away, they come back, and they still tear one in your head, and then they run away, they still come back, they tear two more in your head, you're done dead, right? Don't overkill the contribution now. Yeah. Let me take a voice note here before coming up to the top day, to the 7 o'clock. Yeah, the 7 o'clock news day. Let me hear what Felix. All right, Felix, that done clear here. Anderson Wilson done clear that, right? So that done clear. Let's continue.
Andy, good morning to you, Lennox, Mikey, Nigel, and to everybody out there. Andy, I want to get in very early my word of the day. It's facetious. Facetious. It's an adjective. And I'm going to use it in a sentence for you. The caller yesterday was being very facetious when he said he want somebody should sponsor a 15-minute segment for me.
Oh, shucks.
Facetious.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you, Andy.
I agree. But I tell them to go and get the sponsor for you, you know. Hey. They can bring money to the program. Because you said they bringing nothing. But you're correct. That is a very, very good word you use, boy. Yeah.
Very good, excellent.
Yeah, that's a very good word. Yeah, I say, well, bring the money. Yeah, go and get the sponsorship for Santa Cruz.
You know, Andy. I was going to answer the call, and then I said, Nigel, Mr. Santa Cruz is quite capable of giving him the right answer.
He said, okay.
I said, Nigel, hold on a bit. I think Mr. Santa Cruz will take care of that.
No, but he's so wicked too. Hear him now. When I tell him that, hear him. Okay, he go and organize his sponsor. Yes, remember he leaves saying he go and organize his sponsor the 10 minutes, 15 minutes for the segment, the share segment. So we waiting. So I only hope he bring blue water so we done that. Oh God, take a blue water, break the say, you know, underground report program here, man. What we gonna say at the end of the day? Blue waters, that water is a very, very, very nice, tasty water. I wouldn't lie. I prefer blue waters over many other water. And then blue water is smart enough to know that yes, add right here on Talk City is a good one because the water good, the water nice. So let's prepare to go for that
news.
Yeah, to go for that news. Oh boy. Are we waiting for that sponsor for that 10-minute segment?
Good morning. This is your CDT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. French Ambassador to Trinidad and Tobago, Guillaume Pere, has welcomed Trinidad and Tobago's election to the United Nations Security Council, describing it as a significant achievement that will ensure the Caribbean's voice is represented in global discussions while further strengthening cooperation between the two countries.
Been very happy to see Trinidad and Tobago be elected very widely to a seat in the United Nations Security Council. We are happy because we believe in the wisdom that lies here, in that country so diverse in its population, where every creed and race finds an equal place, that of a country that will carry a unique and necessary voice, the voice of a cultural powerhouse, the voice of the Caribbean, the voice of small islands, voices that must be heard.
The ambassador said France shares many of Trinidad and Tobago's priorities for its Security Council term, adding that both countries are committed to working together on these global challenges.
The priorities that Trinidad and Tobago has chosen to work on during its term at the Security Council are meaningful and essential. Women, peace and security, fight against armed trafficking, regulation of artificial intelligence. All these priorities are shared by France. We share those priorities, and we are therefore looking forward to dialogue, to working hand in hand and promoting common advocacy on these issues.
The ambassador was speaking during Bastille Day celebrations on Tuesday. In other news, the American Chamber of Commerce of Trinidad and Tobago, or AmCham-TNT, has facilitated direct engagement between local companies and the senior representatives of the U.S. State Department and the International Development Finance Corporation, opening the door for potential financing of major investment projects valued at $5 million and above. The high-level engagement was led by Deputy Assistant Secretary of State Barbara Feinstein, Chief Policy Officer of the U.S. International Development Finance Corporation, Carolyn Vick, and U.S. Chargé d'Affaires, Philip Kern. AmCham-TNT's CEO, Nirad Tiwari, said the initiative demonstrates the Chamber's commitment to creating opportunities for members and strengthening TNT's investment climate. He added that greater access to international financing could support business growth and economic development. In some crime news now, a man was killed and 2 others injured in a shooting in Diego Martin on Monday night. The deceased has been identified as 25-year-old Kadeem Mason of Cicada Drive, Diego Martin. According to reports, Mason was lying with 2 other men in front of his home at around 8:05 p.m. when a white Nissan 80 wagon pulled up alongside them. The 2 men got out and began firing at the group. One of the victims ran into an open garage while the other ran toward a nearby shop. When they returned a short while later, Mason was discovered on the ground with gunshot wounds. One of the injured men drove him to the St. James Medical Facility. However, Mason died minutes after arriving at hospital. One of the victims was treated for a gunshot wound to his right foot, while another victim suffered a bullet graze to his left. West End police are investigating. And in some sport now, England's World Cup hopes ended in heartbreak as Argentina struck twice in the final minutes to snatch a dramatic 2-1 semi-final victory. England led through Anthony Gordon's 55th minute finish from a Morgan Rogers cross and looked set for their first men's final since 1966. But Argentina rallied late with Enzo Fernandez blasting home an equalizer from distance in the 85th minute before Lautaro Martinez sealed the win in stoppage time. England's defensive approach backfired as Argentina pressed forward, booking their place in a second consecutive final. They will face Spain in New York on Sunday, while England must settle for a third-place playoff against France. And that's what's making the news at this time. When we come back after the break, it's our number 2 of Trinidad and Tobago Today. Stay tuned.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
Cabinet has approved the establishment of the regulatory framework for the registration and management of classic, antique, and vintage vehicles in Trinidad and Tobago.
Music. Culture.
We are now in a state where I can now proudly announce that our gas production will increase by a significant amount given all the various projects that are now expected to come online.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music. This is Talk City 91.1 FM.
You're listening to Talk City 91.1 FM as Tobago prepares for Heritage Festival 2026. We're taking a closer look at the people, places, and traditions that continue to shape our cultural identity. Here's today's Tobago Heritage Festival feature.
Every culture has stories that are celebrated and stories that remain quietly in the background. The 2026 Tobago Heritage Festival invites us to discover both. This year's theme, Let Me Tell the Whole Story, challenges us to look beyond the performances and celebrations that we know so well. It encourages us to uncover the people, sacrifices, and struggles that help preserve Tobago's rich cultural traditions. Behind every dance, every song, and every drumbeat are generations of Tobagonians who work to keep these customs alive. Some of their stories are widely known. Others have rarely been told. From July 16th to August 1st, the Tobago Heritage Festival invites everyone to explore not just the story we've heard before, but the deeper story that made it possible.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Stamina Energy. Rise to the occasion.
Energy starts here. Yo, stamina energy is the what I'm gonna energy. Is the what I'm gonna energy is the drink to keep me pumping busy. To keep me moving, to keep me grooving, to keep me pumping. All night and day, energy right. So go all night. It's stamina energy that give me life.
Stamina Energy. Rise to the occasion. Available now in strawberry lemonade. Only 5 calories. Pure energy.
The conversation starts here. Talk City 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked. This is Destra, and right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
Yes, that's true. We real lock.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
We are back. Time check. It's 8 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. I'm going to say a pleasant good morning to all my drivers again. Maxi drivers, taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers, 7-seaters. A pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. Not forgetting my private vehicle drivers. Imagine it's a woman driving truck, maxi, like them like school bus and them. Dropping children in school, well, them on holidays now. School closed. Yeah, I see woman driving backhoe. Truck, yeah, truck. What I say, what? Woman driving everything, boy. Lennox and Snipe, woman that's drive everything, boy. Where Lennox? I ain't seeing Lennox.
Everything, everything.
The driving
Yeah,
everything.
well, why? But why not? Why not? I mean, they are the other half of humanity, and we want to have them in the production processes. And at any rate, the culture of Trinidad and Tobago, women literally have evolved to take charge of the family, etc. So why can't they be breadwinners and therefore expand their vocation
leave out one word at the end of the statement, Manandi.
To those areas?
No, but
What's that?
no. You see why I'm saying that
You
too
leave
is
out
that
one word at the end of your statement.
What's
where's
the
that
word?
one?
Your statement was what? Women that drive everything?
Yeah.
No, I say why not?
No, Andy leave out a word at the end.
Oh, it's
of the
Andy.
statement.
Oh, I thought it was
Where's the word, boy? Women drive
The word is crazy.
crazy. Oh boy. You see, I in the beginning, women just used to drive man alone, eh? Yeah, so
Crazy.
yeah, crazy. I like that. No, oh boy. Ah, boy, they in charge.
No, but women are amazing. You know, we love them. We also know that they are 10 times more brutal than men, and they are 10 times more driven than men when it comes to ambition. They're a very ambitious creature.
Very dangerous too, eh?
Well, I choose to use the word ambitious. I don't want them to think that we're bashing them. You know, a female judge would quicker give stiff penalties if you do the research rather than a male judge. When it comes to distributing judgment on any situation, whether it be friendship, a woman would quicker lock off somebody for life. A man would say, let me overlook that, man. I think we could get past that. No, a woman.
But if a child is involved,
if a child is involved, they don't play. They don't play.
They still have the same attitude,
They
same
don't
induit,
play.
hard knocks
As
approach.
a matter of fact, I was never physically disciplined by my dad. My mother used to share the licks.
Wow.
Well. In my home, the opposite was the case.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Snipes, but why you wanted to make sure I define the last part, which is woman the driving everything, and you say even driving man crazy.
Let me tell you something. You ever encounter a female driver? You ever get a chance from a female driver on the road? Like she stop and get a chance to pass.
Oh, you talk about them when they're driving on the road?
Rather,
Yeah,
rather
they
than
can't drive at
challenge
all.
you.
The women drivers is the worst, boy. And the bullfit, you coming out of place, you know, them quite down so, and you take
they
your
would
time to
not
come out, and them blowing, no need that, them blowing you too, pop, we come out there for.
Do you think it's psychological because they think that listen to me, he not gonna advantage me? No, they not even on the road here. Do you think that they jump in their vehicle with that notion in mind?
Boy, women are most of the road rage now, you know.
No, I don't think it's any of that, because they tend to stick to the rules. And as a result of that, they will, if I am in the right, they will make no compromise. Check it out. They'll give no compromise. I had a young lady who at one time trying to get out of a narrow space, and in the process she bounced the vehicle, and she simply said that, "We're doing the."
We're doing the.
We're doing it.
Gentlemen, let's move on. Let's move on.
Just as you, I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
No, but
we're doing it.
It's true. They don't
She want to
give
get
any
out.
chance on the road.
She wants to get
So
out.
she tell you what the vehicle doing there, she want to get out.
And the we're doing
And she
it.
bounced
And done with that, you know, and gone away.
Don't tell she not need
Even though her vehicle would also be, of course,
don't tell her
damage
nothing
too.
either. She will call she police husband for you. Don't tell she nothing.
So I suppose that is the makeup, that is their DNA, and one has to accept that as a male, and because of course, other developments that would have taken place over the centuries.
Let's go.
like
I really want to
the
move from
feminist
this,
movement,
but
the
let's go.
feminist
Let's go a little further. Is it because they've been oppressed for a very long time?
Yeah, it could be that, and they have to prove that they can be not just equal but superior, and so you find many of them take the rule. Of course, there are those who are more conservative in that they see themselves as homestead and homemakers, and therefore they are able to balance, even though they may be working in the highest competitive environment, whether it be a profession like law or the magistracy, or as the case may be, as indeed, of course, even if they are just a janitor as the case may be.
Between
But it appears
about-
once they're working,
Mhm.
they seem to be able to take charge and assert their independence, and some men can't take that because the machoistic nature
it's the
of
truth,
the man.
because between about 1998 to now, I was, let's say in the year 2000, I was speaking with the principal of Holy Cross College, and we were taking note that the female students seems to be doing better academically in relation to the male students.
Yeah.
For some reason. And that says a lot
Yeah, no, well, that's a
Yeah.
fact. If you listen to the minister's joy that of the first 9 in this recently concluded C results,
Yeah.
they were male dominant, and he was so pleased. So that speaks volumes. That what you're saying there has a lot of credence.
It also says a lot that in governance right now we have female dominance.
But there is an international move towards equity as well between male and female in terms of in terms of whole populations and
No, but-
whether they should get involved in things that were formerly male dominated, and you're seeing that even in the exams as well. Male usually would focus on, let's say, the chemistry and maths and so on and so on, but,
but
the
you know
female
where's
seem
my-
to be getting in there as well and holding their own. Go ahead, Andy.
You know what's my problem with all of this? I really am truly happy for women in wanting, and you mentioned it, they wanted to be equal to men, right? And I'm saying that, you see, when they start to think going beyond, meaning they are superior and men is the inferior ones, there's where the whole breakdown in society starts. There's where the whole breakdown in homes and family upbringing, and the importance of at least you say the equal, but you see the unequal and the superior part, especially in homes and in marriage and them kind of thing. That is a recipe for disaster, and I believe that women pushing that aspect of equality or superiorness too far. That's bad because again,
No, I hear you, and therefore it behoves on the individuals to generate the balance that is required in whichever way that they are operating.
But it look like they don't. But it look like they're not capable.
At the level of the family and in the society in general.
Yeah, but
there are some
but look
who
like
will go overboard, of course. Yeah.
that was saying it looked like the modern women today, the independent women today, which I'm happy for all of that. Like they don't know where to get off the brakes or to get off the gas a little bit. You kind of want to fight to be equal. You reach equal, and then now fighting to be superior. And it is in a man's nature at the end of the day. That is a recipe for disaster, especially when it comes to domestic violence and all them various things. That recipe for disaster, because it means now you're making a man a Mickey Mouse. And that is a serious egotistic attack on a man when it is within a man's genes to be the head. You know, so that, the dominant species. Yeah, so
the relationship, yeah.
So this
but a lot of different things contribute to that, Andy and Lennox. This is not something that we could say it just happens because you have to go through courtship, you have to live with each other for a while, you have to begin to plan a family, and the way you execute your position in the relationship would say to the woman, I can't depend on this man to be the dominant figure because we've reached that part in our evolution. You know, you have to prove to this woman that I can lead and I can protect and I can provide. And it have some men, they have none of the above.
You have to earn the respect.
Right, and I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about
you being the dominant.
Of course, the woman has
partner
to
in the
first
relationship.
accept that you are the head of the home and you're dominant.
But of course, there are some nuances that is becoming more and more.
But it's not. Some men think it's because I am a man and I was born a male that I have
you
to
see,
dominate.
and that is the same thing I'm talking about, right? Because again, I'm not talking specifically for those, because I do have those who will who understand their role, who want to be equal, who would not match that gas accordingly and feel that they're more dominant, like Lennox Smith's ex-wife and them kind of thing. It's not like that. And to see we having a conversation here where real men is facing, and to see a man like yourself, instead of you, Snipes, go in the direction of the ones who the women and them actually overdoing it. We already go on in the direction to belittle the man. Again, to belittle the man when specifically I'm not talking about the woman, the gracious woman who will understand. Like for instance, if Lennox Smith's ex-wife could have understood. She wanted to be more dominant than him. Because you can't tell me that Lennox Smith was putting off her responsibility to the extent that she believed that she had to be like how she are. You know, so more was in the defense of the men who
I understand. I just don't want it to be that we broad brush all women as behaving the same.
Yeah, that's why I was going into the direction of nuance, but of course there is a greater preponderance, a greater tendency now, too much of that, based on my own experience, where you have a situation where yes, the parties started off mutually respectful. And in such a situation, it may be because both parties were working.
Yeah.
But let's assume that the male lost his work. Male lost his work.
What?
There is a propensity for the woman to say, listen, I am now in charge, absolutely, and therefore the respect that he would have gotten when he was working no longer is applicable.
Woman wash your ways.
And that is
Woman see about the children. What?
All of that.
I know a lot of people go through that. Remember, we are in the talk show host business a while and heard men really innocently complain. I've worked very close with the
and I am
Mr.
in the
Seals.
ghetto, and I see it almost on a daily basis.
Work very close with
And of
Mr.
course,
Seals.
There are some delinquent men that will leave the woman there to struggle with the entire with the children and and all of that. But I think where it starts off being mutually respectful, and then you see a preponderance where because
when they get more independent,
the male has fallen on, let's say, fallow ground. They strike misfortune.
He's not earning as much as her.
Simply starts to exploit it. So I've seen too much of that to caution, and therefore we should caution.
Caution,
women
don't be
in
like that.
particular,
Yeah, because watch.
Be sensitive.
Very sensitive.
To that situation. Yeah.
Because Lennox Smith, because it's like he's not working for more money than me anymore.
Yes.
I am picking up two more extra. I'm picking up one bill more than him. I'm paying one more bill more than him.
I could come home anytime.
I can come home anytime. I can go anywhere. I'm telling him I'm leaving today to go out with my friends.
No discussion. No discussion.
Don't ask me where I going and what time I coming back.
Yeah, and it have women like that now. And that is bad. Whether you're more independent now, whether you're making more money than the man, give the man his respect. Give that man his respect. All right.
Andy, I did some research whilst we were off air. Well, off air meaning that during the course of the ads and the news, with respect to those database centers, as far as pollution is concerned, and there is a conclusion, but there are other pieces of information. But I think in the interest of time and for joint up position on the matter, this conclusion says water used in data centers does not inherently become poisonous, but it can become contaminated with chemicals used in cooling systems. If discharged without proper treatment, this water can pose environmental and health risk. Responsible water management, including treatment, recycling, and closed loop system, which is a special system where the water is contained in a particular way and managed and distributed in the system, is essential to prevent contamination and protect local water quality. So it does have an environmental consequence.
So all the companies, so obviously in the making, the company will put things in place to treat that water that comes back out, because you did say it can be recycled back so long as it's being treated.
Yeah. So the fundamental question is that whether or not it can contaminate. Yes, but there are ways and means evolve or develop in order to treat with it so it doesn't harm humans and the water supply.
All right. Let's go to play one or two voice notes. They quick people only sending messages. And they play the voice notes. And they play the voice notes. And they play the woman. Look at woman when he's saying, "Where's the boss? We woman is the boss." And he shut him out. That is what I was talking about, Snipes. Lennox Smith, I was talking about, look, the woman and them texting me about, Pitbull, shut up your mouth. You see that I'm telling you?
We have a call here.
Oh, God, boy.
We have a call here as well. We have a call. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Good morning to the panel.
Yes, good morning.
Since our Prime Minister, Sanat Sanodura, then we don't get more bad in Trinidad.
That way you ring down the phone, does it?
Well, what the man said. Why? Well, look how they're texting me, balling. Patong, all kind of thing. They're texting, saying, "Patong, shut up your mouth. Woman is boss."
No,
I'm telling you.
As soon as you talk about them, they're attacking.
Yeah, boy.
Careful.
Boy, that's why you were such a light. You wanted to stay in the good books.
Yeah, too careful.
Whoa, look how bad they are.
6224911. 6224911.
Let me play this voice note. Let me get them some inspiration from our good friend Nathaniel. All the women who they cussing me now. Shut up, Pitbull, and all kind of thing there. Let me give them some God. Let me give them some inspirational. Yeah, go ahead, boy Nathaniel.
A new day may be open in your life, bringing healing to the disappointments and closed doors you once cried over. Trust that God is still working behind the scenes, positioning you for peace, growth, and unexpected favor. Let go of the past so your heart can fully receive what's ahead. Sometimes God's timing feels slow, but it's never without purpose. The breakthrough you have been praying for can arrive at the right moment, often when you least expect it. Even in battles you cannot see, God's protection and grace remain with you. May your health be renewed, your strength restored, and new opportunities begin to find you. Pray with expectation. Keep walking in faith and believe that this season could be the beginning of something greater, brighter, and filled with blessing.
Good morning to the magnificent tree. I would like to use this ground report to report on the Kunapo Southern Road that going into Beach. And that road is one of the greatest roads in Trinidad and Tobago, because this road will link it to any part of Trinidad and Tobago where you want to go. Rather San Fernando, rather Port of Spain, rather Matalot, wherever Plantation, that is a super road. Because whenever it have a disturbance that take place on the Manzanilla Road, the people from Mayaro use that Kunapo Southern Road from Beach in order to access to San Grande or other environments. So when you check it out there, that road is a link-up road to any part of Trinidad and Tobago. And right now it is in a deplorable condition that people from Beach Cell doesn't even want to pass on it these days. Imagine taxi men had to pass through on the Prometa side, which is 3 miles more to come to San Grande. Imagine that. So if the road is that bad, you go come pass on a road that can you 3 miles more, you'll pass on the road that bring you 3 miles less. But the road's so bad. So I'm calling on Miss Jolene John this morning on this station, if she could try her best with the Savannah Sam, the MP for this area, to come and see what's going on with this beach road, and have a bridge just about 50 feet from me that have no railing, and it is narrow, and vehicles just have to stop on each side, and it have accident there at some time. Because I even have also help people when they make the accident to come and sit down on chair by we waiting on the ambulance and thing. So that is a serious thing. I would like Miss Jolene John to look into that. And I'm thankful for Andy and them how all are moving to use this station this morning to call on Jolene John to do that. Andy, I just hope you could elaborate it on this because it's a real serious thing. Thank you.
Yes, we also have here Zandu Ruthless saying, caller, you are so right. I worked there yesterday, and that road is very, or not very, but he said, is really deplorable. Oh, shucks. Dilapidated. He said that road is very dilapidated. Well, deplorable, dilapidated. That road is bad.
Yeah. So those are synonymous. So I think
Really,
it would
really
have
bad.
been right there on top of it. Yes, good morning. Good morning.
Pleasant morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to Snipes. Good morning to Andy and Lennox.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Right. You hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Go ahead. Yes.
Right. I realize you read into the mic in regards to the AI data center and pollution.
Yes.
Something I want you to look at. The word mercury. MERCURY. Look at mercury toxicity. I'll tell you why. Now, if this is the major concern, now if mercury is in anything, regardless to how you treat it, that is something you can't get rid of. For instance, if you look at the Point Lisas industry and all this industry, which they don't tell you, but you will have seepage of mercury in the water. So look at that for me, because you said something just now there, Lennox, what you read. And this year came up immediately. When you see that word mercury, now, can I have one moment, please?
Yeah, it's a poisonous chemical. We know that.
No.
Well, I know it to be that. Go ahead.
Thank you. Now, you see, do you know 99.9% of the products that we expose to right now contains mercury, and that is so deadly. So when you read what you read in regards to the AI data center and water, that word came up immediately. And when you look at it, go into it, and then you will realize, to me, if there is any fear, that is the only word people will have to flesh out to see whether or not, even though they sanitize the water, if that will still see, because mercury, regardless of how you treat from any kind of chemical plant, that is something, there is no treatable cure for mercury. I thank you. Lennox, I would like to hear your take on that. Thank you.
I'm also reading here again because we want to make sure we keep our onliners totally involved. Sally Ramlogan is saying, caller, I'm with you. I live here. Oh, dear. Either okay, but I see in Miami is only laughing. Right? I don't know if Miami only laughing because the cousin, the pit bull now, the woman. But Phyllis is saying here, all the roads leading to 4 roads, Tamina has to be fixed. Wow. Saying has to be fixed. Oh, but I see Dress School saying dangerous. I don't know what the dangerous is about, but maybe it's the roads he's talking about. Right. All right, my mommy saying, Tabakit, the water in the pipes have mercury. Right, so the water in the pipes have mercury. Oh boy, Rajendra Maharaj is saying, you know how much a beat-em dump is poisoning the Gulf too? Okay then, so let me continue here. Let me continue the voice notes if we do have a call on that side, and then we will go for the word of the day after at least 2 voice notes. Let's play off 2 voice notes, and then we will go for that big word of the day.
Good morning to you, Pitbull, Lennox, Snipes, all my beloved listeners. Listener, this NIS and pension, from my experience in my 71 years on earth, right, I am very, very experienced in these matters. Actually, I give people advice on these NIS pension matters at the Social Welfare Office and NIS office, right? And I am very versed in it. And listen, whenever you hear someone calling and saying they fill out the form and so on, and they got interviewed and they were asked to bring in certain papers and documents and so on, right? And it's taken years and years. You believe it that something is wrong with their documentation, and that is why the officers who is processing the claim is having problems, right? Sometimes you work at a company, right? Let's say call a company Plibdeco where I work, right? And that's a government owned company, and they after retirement of also gives you a pension, right? So you obviously have to bring a letter from Plibdeco stating that you're not getting a pension or you are getting a pension and how much is the pension, right? And each of these incidents, I only using this one, I can't use all because I won't have the time, right? And if you don't get this document from Plibdeco, right, your file is going to be on hold until you get this document. Likewise, the same applies to the government pension grant, right? If the officer asks you for a document, she knows why she's asking you for that document. And if you don't get that document, right, your file will be on hold until you get that document, right? You see, on assessing, to sum it up, on assessing that you qualify for the government grant pension or the NIS pension, right? The officer has to go through. They have a checklist, and you have to go through all this. You have to show your passport, right? And you can't tell them, well, look, I don't travel. I don't. My passport lost, and this and this. All those the stumbling blocks that will keep back your processing of your documents. So whenever you're going to do these things, right, make sure you have all your documents, and you wouldn't have any problem. Right? These officers are not there to be stumbling blocks to you. I deal with them on a weekly basis, right? And they're very, very helpful in many ways and things. But when you have problem getting these documents, you will have problems. Thank you.
Expand your vocabulary. Sharpen your mind. It's the word of the day on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Yes, indeed. Of course, this is the time when two of you will call in. Yes, two. Remain on the line. Give me a word. Test my vocabulary. If I'm unable to give you the meaning of the word that you will have shared with us, then I expect that you will do that, and I will give my word of the day at the end of the exercise, and we would have completed another episode of the word of the day. So the lines are open. I think by now those who are regular will know the numbers. Those who are not, well, of course, Snipes will give you them now.
Nice. Don't forget, we already have one word for the day. Let me make sure and play it for you all.
Oh, facetious.
Andy, good morning to you, Lennox, Mikey, Nigel, and to everybody out there. Andy, I want to get in very early my word of the day. It's facetious. Facetious. It's an adjective. And I'm going to use it in a sentence for you. The caller yesterday was being very facetious when he said he want somebody should sponsor a 15-minute segment for me. Facetious. Thank you, Andy.
I love that voice. I love that voice.
Of course, it means she didn't give us the meaning, but of course it means tongue in cheek. It means frivolous, making gesture of something that is serious. So the person was facetious in that regard.
Yeah, so that
All
person
right,
had to call back. Hey, let us know if we get that sponsorship, because we don't mind giving a 10-minute segment. Just bring the money. Right. Anybody else? Lennox, you laughing, boy. That man, I'm laughing, yes. Hear why. The man end the program and say, when he coming off, he say, when I say, well, all right, if you find it so, and you find like, she's supposed to, I say, well, you go and get a sponsor and bring a sponsor. The man say, yes.
Yeah,
Well,
No, when he was being, I would use the word sarcastic because he knows very well that he will not to do it, but he is accommodating, continuing, of course, making a joke of this.
All right, go ahead, Ann Brown. A pleasant good morning to you. Yes, I like how you're going and give my co-host a new word. Yes.
No, a pleasant good morning, Andy. A pleasant good morning, Mr. Lennox, and a pleasant good morning, Director.
Yes.
To Director Snipes. I mean, I need a minute. Let me give me a minute, please. On the other hand of Director Snipes' topic this morning, behind every successful man is a great and respectful woman. Let me say a special good morning to Miss Anna, Miss Woodbrook, DJ, Afrans, and all on the live stream. Ripley's, believe it or not, my word of the day for today was facetious, but I will give another word. My word of the day for you, Mr. Lennox, is an easy word, obligatory.
Is what?
Obligatory.
Yeah, obligatory.
Gosh, come on.
Obligatory. Obligatory.
Being obligated. Obligated. You have either obligatory. Yeah, you are obligated or you are committed to something in that regard. That is what I have. Yeah.
Okay. It's an adjective like, yes, correct, rules, laws, or customs.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I'll give you a simple sentence today.
Mm-hmm.
A uniform is an obligatory rule at school. Mm-hmm. Have a blessed day today, gentlemen.
Obligatory, yes. Obligatory. I would say obligatory, but of course people pronounce it differently. And I'm trying to entice my friend to call in.
Let's
get another
perfect Englishman. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Morning. The word of the day, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Here my word of the day to you, Mr. Asmi. The word simp. S-I-M-P. Simp.
S-I-M what?
P.
S-I what? S what?
S-I-M-P. Simp.
S-I-M-P. Simp?
Yeah.
I know that it could be in the area of somebody being stupid or something like that. A simp is a short for simpleton. That is my interpretation. But go ahead. Yeah.
Mr. Smith, you're a very wise man. I tell you that too. Very, very wise. That's why I try to bring that word. Let me see if you have to take up that. I also mean that a person could be banana over a person, meaning crazy, or they will use a word like saying simpleton, as they say, that you were going crazy foolishly, as they rightly say, about that person. So then I could use a sentence now. Mm-hmm. I am going simp over Miss Santa Cruz. And you got that?
I hear you.
Oh boy, let's just take this one more and
one more again. You're trying to begin 4 now or what?
No, we had to take this one more because again,
all right, go ahead.
You call fame, you know. You call fame, so you had a game. Remember, you called for the
man. If I call fame, then you are obligatory to respond.
So to respond, you call for the perfect Englishman, you know. So let me hear the perfect Englishman. Go ahead, perfect Englishman.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Well pronounced, obligatory. But here it is. The word, give me the meaning for the word loss. Lorse, because you use that word very often. What is the word loss?
Lorse?
Yes.
No, you're trying to trick me there again. But go ahead. What you are associating as a mispronunciation? I know it's
No, it's not. It's not a mispronunciation. Where I'm going is that we create our own words. Instead of saying we lose our money in gambling with national lottery, we say the man lost all the money in the lottery. Right? Let us stop saying lost. The word is we lost. Okay?
Lost. Or lose.
Yes, not
Or
lost.
lose.
Or lose, present tense, yes.
Okay, right, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for
Okay.
that. I love him for that. He's consistent, and I think that he's relevant. He's relevant.
Yeah,
because you see, again, you will not write that if it's standard English that you're speaking, but you will say it because of the cultural and other norms of the society. I can't overemphasize. But it's important that he raises that, because some people, I've seen young people write the dialect right through, and even though they were supposed to be talking standard English. And they write just like what he says there, and they will put that there instead of saying lose. But so thank you very much for that consciousness. Good morning. Good morning. We have another one?
Yeah.
Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
The word of the day pertaining to Andy is mining. You know, like when you're mining something?
Yes.
Andy was mining 6 for the last 3 months. And yesterday, 6 played, and he probably win it for 50 cents. So, mining is that mark. Is the word of the day for Ali.
Take it.
Because them fellas, after this program, was having a field day with when the 6 play, and they hear Andy only mining 6. And now that the mark play, they say, well, the most Andy Mobby win that mark for is about 50 cents.
Yeah.
Have a good morning.
And I want to tell you, he deviated from it yesterday too. He includes something in addition yesterday. But of course, when that time comes, we will deal with that.
We're going for the bills.
Yeah. No, let me just say my word. Of course, a flippant, meaning that very simple. You're taking things not serious. It's something similar to facetious. I thought I should just give a synonym for facetious. So you're being flippant, meaning that you are not serious with something that you ought to be serious about. All right, and of course the other words, of course, I think we have, yes, facetious, obligatory, simp, mining. And I think those are the words, and my word would have been flippant. We go for the break, and when we come back more on this edition of the Ground Report.
But Johnny, how come your house is twice the size of mine, but my bill is twice the cost of yours? Johnny, what's going on, boy? How you been so low? How you been so low? I'm conserving energy, I switch your LED, at the stun of the AC. And I'm saving real money. It's our responsibility for a brighter TNT. Cut the waste and you would see. Why everybody asking me? They asking, how you been so low? How you been so low? TN Tech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most, on air and online. More ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
This hurricane season, be prepared. A hurricane tip from the TTT Limited Media Network. The hurricane season is officially underway, and experts agree on one thing: preparation should begin long before storm is on the horizon. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting until a weather alert is issued before they begin preparing. By then, supplies may be scarce and time may be limited. Take a few minutes this week to inspect your home, check your roof, clear drains and gutters, trim overhanging branches, and secure loose outdoor items that could become dangerous projectiles during strong winds. Remember, preparation isn't about panic, it's about protection. This hurricane season, be prepared. That was a hurricane tip from the TTT Limited Media Network.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Blue Water's party identified. Somebody pass blue water. Somebody bring blue water. Somebody get blue water. And we ready now. When you're feeling hard, take a blue water spray. Take a blue water spray. In your school or home, take a blue water spray. When we bust one out, take a blue water spray. Party pussy water. Working pussy water. School children they water. Blue water spray. Living this pussy water. The office pussy water. When your pussy need one, take a blue water spray. Somebody pass blue water. Somebody bring blue water. Somebody get blue water. Take a blue water spray.
From the road to the radio. Talk City 91.1. 91.1. Wake up to the issues that matter most on the Ground Report. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith every morning from 6 to 9 a.m. for real talk, real analysis, and real perspectives on the stories shaping our nation. News, current affairs, and voices from the ground, unfiltered and unapologetic. That's the Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1, where the conversation begins. The frequency of fearless conversation. 91.1 FM.
Bang, bang, bang. You're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
We are back. Time check. It's approximately about 6 minutes, yeah? Yeah, 6 minutes to the hour to 8 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. So what I'm going to do is just go to that voice note there, them voice notes there, early one time, because we want to make sure, I want to try to play off all voice notes and read some of the comments on social media, because I want to keep active with my online followers. That is in their thousands of you. Right? So let's go.
Yeah, Pitbull. There's a joke I want to all ladies choking me for this, saying this is just meant as a joke. Andy, you know, folklore has it that it has some of these thin old women. There's in the late 80s and 90s and so on. There's turned sukaya in the night. So here, but and is told in the folklore that these sukanyas that fly faster than plane, like the speed of light. So women don't flying already. So that is the thing about it. They don't need to go in an airplane to fly. And Andy, oh ladies, it's just a joke. It's just a joke, right?
I like how you make a try to defend himself early. He said, well, man, let's joke, eh? First, you know the dread, you know. You have to make sure you make it clear first before you make it joke. And when you don't make it joke, you make it clear. Woman, remember, it's just a joke, eh? Lennox. They say he said woman know to fly, they don't have to take plane.
Yeah. He was, of course, putting in his disclaimer one time.
Yeah. He said there's sukunya. Oh God.
Yeah, they're flying fast, and you say faster than a plane. I mean, that is mind-boggling. Mind-boggling to interpret. Yeah.
Well, I out of that, all I could do is laugh. So women, all I do though, so don't send no message about Patong and shut up, Andy, and no. I just laugh. The man don't say that joke, so let go be friends.
Take your costs and stop running. It's you start this. It's you started.
Oh, sir. Boy, let me get next voice note in there quick call you. Oh boy. They serious thing. Eh?
Pleasant morning to the ground report. Andy Williams, Alex Smith, and Mighty Kerr. I always continue to ask your Almighty God to protect you all in your going out and coming in, your family. Please, one for Son Jesus Christ, just allows holy angels to descend and keep you all safe for the balance of the week. And also all the supporters and the new government, UNC, all the MPs, the Prime Minister as well. We have a problem with water in the Samara village area. Is it possible that you could, if you get a call to them, let them know that about 3 days now we have no water now? And when you do have water, when you have family, it'll be difficult, to get along. All right, beside that, I want to tell Mr. Beckles something. You're saying how all you had organized everything and fixed the country, and now this government, the impression you're given that the government will destroy everything. I say, this country has been destroyed by PNM 70 years now. So don't come and make no excuse and say everything you all put together going to be destroyed. But they put nothing together. If all they had put things together, well, they'll be still in power. Well, they destroy the fabric of this country. It have nothing here. This new government trying to build back this country. So give the UNC government a chance. And get the hands to these PNM supporters and all the PNM MPs and all of them inside Parliament there. The evil opposition PNM. Get the hands.
Morning ground report.
Imagine that. So if they will enter that,
I want to say that. Morning ground report. My name is Clement. I just want to say good morning. I don't know why people are making fuss about the data center. And it's a good thing. The government is doing some good stuff, but they are not. People are not. The media is not highlighting the 1% media. They are only highlighting what is negative. And the game yesterday between Argentina and England was a fixed game for Argentina to win. I hold no brief about that one. I wanted England to win, but the referee is biased towards English people.
We're up for the news.
Nice. Go ahead, Snipey.
Good morning. This is your CDC News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. The Tobago Emergency Management Agency, or TEMA, will host a donation caravan this weekend to collect supplies in support of humanitarian relief efforts in Venezuela. TEMA Director Alan Stewart outlined the severity of the situation in Venezuela following 2 earthquakes measuring above magnitude 7.0 that struck the country on June 24, 2026, highlighting the urgent need for assistance and solidarity with affected communities.
Yeah, it's
over 1,200 aftershocks. We know in 1997 what we experienced here in Tobago when the 1962 earthquakes that impacted Tobago. And as a result of that, we saw the upkeep based on the national mandate set by the Prime Minister in terms of providing assistance to our neighbors in Venezuela.
Mr. Stewart encouraged Tobagonians to donate whatever they can to support the relief effort and assist those affected by the devastating earthquakes. He stressed that contributions of any size may make a meaningful difference in helping victims and communities recover from the disaster.
What we are asking persons to do, the items that are needed on the ground is non-perishable items if they are foodstuffs. And therefore, we ask persons, even though it's a can of milk, even though it's a can of tuna, even though it's a can of sardines or baked beans, make it available, because what is happening on the ground in Venezuela is very harsh. People are sleeping in tents in open areas. As I indicated, over 17,000 persons are homeless.
TEMA's relief drive will leave Scarborough on Saturday morning and will stop at several villages and collection points on its way to Charlottesville. In some crime news now, 2 men have been arrested in connection with the robbery of a concrete plant in the Clear Waters district during the early hours of Tuesday. According to police, 3 security officers on duty at the facility were confronted by masked men, one of whom appeared to be armed with a firearm, around 3:40 a.m. The officers were forced into a security booth while the suspects stole about 20 feet of black cable and fled. Acting on intelligence, officers launched inquiries and intercepted 1 vehicle believed to be linked to the incident. A second vehicle was later found in sea lots, where police recovered a quantity of black cable, bolt cutters, and other cutting tools. Meanwhile, 11 people were arrested and more than $153,000 worth of cannabis seized during separate anti-crime exercises carried out under Operation Resolute Shield in the Port of Spain and Southern Divisions this week. Police said officers conducting searches at an empty lot on Quarry Street, East Dry River, on Monday found 1.74 kilograms of cannabis concealed in 2 rectangular packets. In a separate warrant exercise in the Southern Division, officers executed 26 warrants between Tuesday and Wednesday, resulting in the arrest of 11 people on first instance, time allowed commitment, and affiliation warrants. The operations involved officers from several specialized units and form part of the TTPS's ongoing crime-fighting efforts. In some sport now, the Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs, in collaboration with the Sport Company of Trinidad and Tobago, recognized the historic achievements of this country's under-16 female netballers on Tuesday. The VIP lounge at the Hazley Crawford Stadium was the setting for the special ceremony honoring Trinidad and Tobago's 2025 and 2026 national youth netball teams for their victories in successive editions of the Jean-Pierre Caribbean Youth Netball Tournament. Among the speakers was 2026 captain Jerusha Devines, whose team successfully defended its title on home soil this year, finishing the tournament undefeated.
As the 2026 captain, I would like to assure everyone that we are committed to working hard, remaining disciplined, and giving our very best to continue the proud legacy of Trinidad and Tobago netball. To our coaches, management team, parents, and supporters, thank you for your continued belief and investment in us. We promise to represent our country with pride, passion, and determination. To the 2025 team, thank you for paving the way and showing us what is possible.
And that was your TDT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. From all of us here, have a great day.
That was TDT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
Cabinet has approved the establishment of the regulatory framework for the registration and management of classic, antique, and vintage vehicles in Trinidad and Tobago.
Music. Culture.
We are now in a state where I can now proudly announce that our gas production will increase
by a significant amount given all the various projects that are now expected to come online.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music. This is Talk City 91.1 FM.
Trinidad and Tobago and Bangladesh have reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening bilateral relations. Acting Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs, the Honorable Barry Padarat, received a courtesy call from His Excellency MD Jashim Uddin, the High Commissioner Designate of the People's Republic of Bangladesh to Trinidad and Tobago on Monday at the Ministry of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs. During the meeting, the High Commissioner Designate presented a copy of his letters of credence ahead of formally presenting his credentials to President Christine Kangaloo later that day. The discussions reaffirmed the long-standing cordial relationship between the two countries and explored areas of mutual interest aimed at expanding bilateral cooperation and deepening collaboration across a range of sectors. The engagement reflects Trinidad and Tobago's continued commitment to strengthening diplomatic partnerships and fostering international cooperation.
This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
You are entering Talk City 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. It's 8 minutes past your over 8 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. I must say a pleasant good morning to our sister island, Tobago. Tobago, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting all my maxi drivers, taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers. Good morning to each and every one of you. And to all the newcomers to this big program, The Ground Report, with yours truly, Andy Williams, the pitbull of radio. That's me, Lennox Smith, the big word man, which you'll see on the screen a little bit. And our director, Snipes, that plays a very integral role, eh? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So the lines are open for you. What's on your front burner? What's supposed to make news that not making news? I want to hear your contributions. Yeah. So I've seen the lines here lit up on my side here, so I'm going to take those calls and I'll go back into those voice notes in a little bit. Okay? All right. Well, them lines and them like the stop lit. So let me organize and I want to throw off into those, finish off those voice notes now. Oh boy, it have a couple well, eh? All right. I think I did hear him. Let me make sure.
Good morning, Lennox. Morning, Snipes. Morning, Tobago, and to all the students on holidays. All there. Good morning, those who streaming on the World Wide Web, and the Ground Report family, lovely callers. Good contribution I hear this morning. But Andy, you know, you touch a ticklish piece of thing they don't, right? And it's so true that we talk about, and you know what I like about it, you're well balanced now, right? You kind of, you just wake up something in my heart and my mind now, boy, you know. But I believe it for now, but it's a real serious thing you're talking about it, but trust what I tell you. Love it else, everybody.
All right, Teddy. Love in the house. On you no woman and take over
like
your...
he crying, boys. Teddy sound like he crying?
Yeah, boy. Teddy. I understand how they tell you to get the woman the balance. We needed the balance, so woman and man would have been even. But it started to sound like the woman take you over. Oh boy. And that the part are talking against when they was striving to be equal to men, and then the comment now that want to take over everything totally. And now look at you see, look how that man, look how Teddy sound like a woman. Big man like that woman, a woman that he's singing now like a woman, because the woman now take over hero. It had to be that. You ain't find some kind of how they Lennox Smith?
I have some intrinsic information on that as well, so I can confirm. Of course, Weiss is personal things, but the fact that he was able to call in to say, well, you touched a particular nerve, let me put it that way. Yeah, so yes, there is some challenges there of the nature that we spoke this morning. The specifics, of course, I am not at liberty to go into without his approval. All right, but people, of course, Mr. Tabaki did raise an issue about mercury in relation to, yes, it is a toxic chemical in relation to those databases center. Well, yes, I looked at it, and yes, it is said. Let me just read this paragraph quickly. Yes, mercury is a dangerous byproduct of data centers. It is one of the toxic materials found in data center hardware, including circuit boards and batteries. Of course, we know that all over the place, all in those landfills, you'll have batteries and so on. So therefore, mercury it would be found there, but they're saying it is also will be found in those data centers. These materials can pose a significant environmental and health risks if not properly recycled and disposed of. So, as in the landfill, one expects that there will be a special arrangement to get batteries and things like that would have or contain mercury be dealt with environmentally sound. Right, the presence of mercury along with other toxic substances requires careful management to prevent leaching, which is, of course, the going through the earth and interfering with groundwater into the environment and potential harm to ecosystems and human health. So very important. And why I said that quickly is why I looked at that, because I know that in medieval times they used to use mercury as a medicine, yeah, to even cure heartbreak and thing when you're mellow. And I think Abraham Lincoln, one of the presidents of the United States, was given that as a medicine. We know subsequently that you're supposed to stay very far from that because it is poisonous. But of course, ignorance in some instances proved to be extremely detrimental to humans, and we have seen that in those days. But these days, nobody goes near that substance. Go ahead.
All right. So now, oh boy, very, 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 very good. All right. I see Dress School is saying it's how nice Dress School is now. This says the Dress School I know, man. Don't attack your partner, the pitbull at all. He's saying they're using data centers to sign petitions against data centers. He said they're using the data centers to sign petition.
Yeah, because data centers essentially is the technology that they're using. Yes, computer technology, IT, yes, and yes, of course, and AI, etc. So he's right, and that to me is an irony, is a contradiction. But that is how people are, because people will have different agendas.
Right, a senior Miss Batson. Yes, Batson is saying, Andy, please, on YouTube, Andy, please, well, it's Andy Pitt, but please leave the ground report woman alone. Boy, you see what I show you? You hear that? Boy, that why Snipes is just touch and go, you know, he don't stick around. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Right, we seen here, right, Patricia Reid. What's what government reduced to? Happy about a tanks? Oh, so Patricia Reid is saying, what's what the government reduced to? Happy about a tanks, meaning Venezuelan president, acting president, tank Trinidad and Tobago. Oh boy. Well, this rich fella here, this fella here always, he say garbage UNC government. Waste of time, Patricia Reid is saying here. All right. So, right.
I think it is being facetious, that is being flippant, and frankly obnoxious, because the essence of the reasoning for the tanks is that humanitarian assistance was provided because there was a serious double earthquake in Venezuela.
Nice.
So don't be flippant or don't make fun or gesture.
Right, Mr. Controversy. Hold on 1 minute, Mr. Controversy. Right, Joyce Ram is saying to Teddy or to me, Andy, he is a soft man. Laugh out loud. Well, Lennox Smith was a soft man too until he decided to jump through window and play MacGyver and run wrong a building and them kind of thing. They take away and he do all of that because he say he didn't want to show his strength because he been a man by fighting the woman. So Lennox Smith was not.
Well, I believe those who fight and run away live to fight another day.
Oh God, Zandu Ruthless is saying here, oh boy, I sure he said Teddy again. Tabanka is not a good feeling. Laugh out loud. Oh boy, they say like Teddy at Tabanka.
We would not advise him to take mercury for that because they say that in a long time they need to take mercury for those kind of things. You're feeling melancholy, you're feeling sad, you will take mercury. Please don't take mercury because you will certainly shorten your life further. All right? So
right.
Please, don't do it.
Carla Brown is saying the director is very smart. When he just come in, touch on woman, quick and play, he gone. And they say, no, you can't interfere with women. So they say, Carla is saying the director very smart. Patricia Reid is saying, Lennox, please. Andy, leave Lennox alone, that's glory. But the man had a serious woman. Boom. I tell you, the man through the glass, the man dived through the window. Pop! Roll on the ground. He in a boxer shorts, bareback.
Oh boy, the man started the car from early, He planned the escape. he knew something we didn't know.
Well, yeah, obviously.
He knew something.
And what the lesson in that, people, is that know your situation, understand your circumstance, and you adapt and adjust to suit. So if it means planning an escape mechanism or route, you do that as I did. Right?
Oh God, well, one more before we go to the lines earlier. Oh boy, so you know my social media, our social media platform, podcast, are all involved right here on the biggest program, the Ground Report. Lystra is saying here, all you have me laughing here in the office. Oh God, Monica is saying Lennox Smith laugh out loud. Lystra is saying blessed morning everyone. And then Lystra come back again, only laugh.
Thank you very much, but we have a caller. Let's go to the lines. A pleasant good morning, welcome.
Yeah, morning, Andy.
Good morning, Andy.
Wait. All right, hold on, controversy. Let me get this one on Snipes and them Cyphers.
Are they listening?
Yes, go ahead, caller.
Yeah, the ingenious person who telling me that we have mercury in the dump and all kind of thing already and all of that, and using that to justify. You know that come like? That come like every time you come into work, Lennox, and the Snipes is there a little south behind here, a little carpet now, you understand? And then one morning, they come and see Mike Tyson warming up outside to give some hard cough. That's good. Don't worry, you don't get a little close already with some hard cough from Mike Tyson. And then to the next person now, who draw the analogy that they're using AI to disavow AI. That okay, you just listen to music, right? Okay, let me put a band to practice in a garage, to live and practice in a garage next to your house now. You understand? You listen to music on your iPod and thing, yeah, but let me put a band with to rehearse music next to you in an open garage there. Thank you.
Oh boy, let's stop it. Stop it. Now, only I had to go back to social media. Only give me that quick opportunity. Glory is saying Lennox is playing Batman. Wait, only, but here it is. This was a good one. Abigail is saying, Lennox, stop telling Andy your business. Lennox didn't tell me business, ma'am. I was there in Tobago. I hear pash, thing breaking up. Then all of a sudden, me and Mikey K said, hey, but wait, what's going on there? Where is this? Then we see Lennox running around the building, bareback, partner, ma'am, running around, and a woman behind him with a cutlass, one knife, and he running, you know. So he didn't tell we business, you know. He escaped, sell out everything.
Lennox told us of the escape.
Exactly.
But Lennox never said what he did to make the woman behave in that manner. He never gave us that part of the story.
Love. Some other woman maybe was watching him and she couldn't take it.
That can never be love. That can never be. Lennox did something to piss that woman off.
You see, so no. I have to take the advice of the person online. I wouldn't tell all my business. That's right. Stick with what all the experience and see.
And keep that.
Yeah. What you see, simply guess.
Bang, bang, bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Controversy. Go ahead before you see Lennox controversial issue. Take up your time.
I want to find out. If you take $100 US and you carry it to the bank and you change it, who owns that US now? The bank or the government?
Who owns it?
On the US.
Yeah, who owns it now?
The bank or the government?
Well, I suppose is the new possessor just as how you owned it then.
Yeah. Right. So I want to find out with this data center thing, right? If they carry, when they come to pay, because we really get, big set of money from that, right? The money they get from a data center could be light bill money and water rate money, right? And probably some taxes they may have to pay, no really revenue from a data center. So when
but then we will suppose to gain employment too. You're going to have employment, huh?
That's only for but that's only for a little while, because when the data center is up and running, the most they say they employ is between 150 to 200 people may be employed. The 5,000 jobs comes with the construction of the place. But when the construction finish, right, we say it take 2 years to construct. After that 2 years done, it's only between 100 to 200 people will be employed at the data center, right? But I'm talking about the government side. Yeah, what will the government earn from having a data center here? What is the US that they are going to earn besides paying a light bill and the paying water rate? What is the actual earnings the government is going to have from a data center? Now people talking about the water. Yes, they know they're going to pay a higher electricity rate, which will be going to T and
Somebody say 5 billion. Somebody
Mhm.
say 5 billion a year. Miami say 5 billion a year. So I don't know. Again, I don't know. Lennox Smith.
Right. No, I'm saying from taxes, right? By let me say they have to pay property tax, they have to pay company tax. Now these taxes would not, I don't think government will ask them to pay these taxes in US dollars, right? In US dollars. But I'm saying it. TNTech will be getting money in TT. Wasa will be getting money in TT. What is the real earnings from that to the country? That's what I want to find out. What is the real earnings, right, coming to the country from a data center? That is all, I want to find out. All right, that's what I just want to find out.
Well, my assessment is that you talked about the tangible part of it, but there are intangibles as well.
Because companies will have to supply.
That they are located here, our digitization of the society, and that could also be extended to other CARICOM countries or Caribbean countries, and those are the kinds of intangibles that, in due course, will certainly be converted into money for the coffers of this country. That's how I see it.
What says though?
That's what I want to find out. I just wanted to find out what is the money part of it, because my data is just data. That is in the wind. That is the cloud, right? No. The actual company who has the data center makes their revenue from ads and all this kind of thing, right? But when it is, we develop it in Trinidad, it's just computers running, a system that's running, right? No actual revenue. Like, all right, let me say a material plans. They get the same royalties. They get it in the US. So that's when they find out how these foreign companies pay Trinidad. So are they going to pay their taxes all their taxes in US dollars, where we're saying, yes, we get a US income? That's why I asked if I change $100, right? And I change it in a bank, is TT money. So if the company, they have a bank account, where we say, any one of the banks in Trinidad, and they say, hey, what, we need $1,000 a month to pay for electricity bill. They will be paying the TNTech in TT money, and not actually in US money, or paying WASA in TT money and not actually in US money. So that's why I want to find out how they're actually going to make money. The government, besides paying property tax, or they're paying the company registry tax, what the companies that them have to pay, are they going to be paying this in US? That's what I want to find out now.
All right.
We sell it. I was sure oil coming in US.
We understand where you're coming from.
To be slightly facetious, let us assume that you didn't get that opportunity, and you would have been losing a possible income. That's the aspect of it that we have to look at as well.
All right, well, here it is.
So let's go to the next one.
Yeah, just now. Here it is. Give me 1 minute or here it is. Oh boy, AI. How do a government gain money from a data company, banking company in their country? Let me see if AI go answer that. Let's see. Oh boy. Right, government generates substantial revenue from data and banking companies through corporate income taxes, regulatory license fee, specialized levy, and in direct transition taxes.
Well, basically, that is what he said. It's for one of the set that you just mentioned. But they are intangible, because take, for instance, if we are producing oil here, one expects that you will pay a little cheaper than anybody else for gasoline. So again, as we deepen our digitization system and processes, certainly the presence of these companies means that it will be cheaper for those persons who are businesses and individuals to gain cheap access to data and information technology as we move along.
All right. So just now, let me try one more thing. You see, when you have technology, you have to make use of it. So all trying to, all right, I'll go back to that day just now. I lost it. I'm not going to let AI do something else again. Oh boy. So let's continue, Trinidad and Tobago. Let's continue. Let me get some of those voice notes, because we have to go for the mark for yesterday. All you notice I'm staying away from that. But I will tell all you why in a little bit when that time reach. I ain't talking about that much at all. I had also go Mount Hope Hospital right after the program yesterday. Oh God, boy. Oh God. And this thing just hurts. It hurts. When I realize what time it is, I say, oh my God, boy. Nah! Nah! Start to... Oh, God, let me just take this mark.
Good morning, good morning. Greetings and salutations. So,
Greetings and salutations. Oh boy, just now. Proper English, you go come in there just now, boy.
why the government of Trinidad and Tobago has formed a partnership with the United States of America to set up industries is this. So the United States of America wants to reopen Ispat Steel Mill and set up a robust steel manufacturing industry with particular emphasis being placed on the manufacture of vanadium. And of course, if you Google it, vanadium is used to make military vehicles. And due to this ongoing war with Iran, this perpetual conflict that could never end, a lot of military equipment like aircrafts, vessels, and missiles, etc., are being damaged. So the United States of America is in a craze to manufacture new military stuff. And that is why they want to open the vanadium plant here. Now, the thing is, Canada used to make vanadium, but they stopped. Right. So, Canada used to make vanadium, but they have stopped that industry. And there's only one factory in the United States of America that manufactures vanadium. So hence the need. You see, they want to make more military stuff to go and attack Iran. So that is why they want to open the vanadium factory here. And another thing, the data centers that the government want to set up here for AI. You know that the citizens of the United States has rejected the government's push to install data centers in the US. So we getting rejected stuff coming here. Now that deal is already signed. So I hope that we have the infrastructure necessary to set up a data center here. That's all I'll be saying. Because I find we doing real craziness now in this country.
Nice. So you all just Google what it is, what will be the benefit of a government having a data center in their country. A major one too. So it does have a lot of benefits in going through, they have a lot of benefits from banks, this one, that one. And then as I say, it could go through way by the Caribbean, could be feed by it and various countries. So I want to go through it and see. It's nice. It's that time because I want to play some other voice notes right after the mark of the day.
What is your capiche on Talk City 91.1 FM?
Mommy, say what Bossman is talking about. I'm confused. Oh, that, boy. Well, we go see where that time reach. So Trinidad and Tobago, it's that time on Snipes. Let us know what it is we picked yesterday. What was the marks we picked yesterday? And what was the marks played? Trinidad and Tobago, between me and you, I really slapped myself figuratively. I really slapped myself figuratively. Lennox, that's the word that's supposed to use, right?
Yes, indeed, that's the word, not physically.
Yeah,
right.
because I did not get, when I was now going to play now, the mark that I've been mining so long, it was already after the hour or over 11 years of studying that. And when I reach up now, I say, right, let me see what play for the morning already. And I see 6. A ball, boy. A ball. And I decide, me play no mark again for the rest of the day. Because the 6 was the first mark that came. And due to, again, I had a date with the health facility on this Mount Top. Oh boy, I lost because I was just hustling after to just get to the Mount Top because I had an appointment Pacific time. So you know that is very important. Health is important. I couldn't really stop to organize, to go, to play, but I decided to, in a little space that I got, to just leave quick to organize, to go to play my mark, and then I see First mark, 6. I really and truly vomit. I feel sick. Boy, I feel sick.
Okay, so the numbers, that were chosen.
It was worse than what somebody predicted because they say you'd have paid for 50 cents. But here it is, you ain't played at all.
No, I would have honestly played it for my mind was gonna play it. I was gonna play it for $20. But cover all the balls. You know that this ball, that ball, or whatever. So I'd have covered the 3 balls, which would have come up to about I had about $30, $35 or so on the overall mark.
All right.
Boy.
Well, stop the imagination. It never happened. Let's go. What happened yesterday, Snipes?
The girl come with the belly without me. That was her. After I mind she so long, she come and bring that belly without I.
And all them totis and them that you talk about.
Yeah, boy, and all that weather. Jeez, you.
Yes, Snipes, let's go.
Anytime already. Anytime.
Yeah, we are.
I over here. No, I waiting.
Yeah, you go, boy, Snipes.
No, little had to stop on my.
No, boy, I'm about to banker for that 6 and that belly that come without me. I'm about real to banker. That's bad. It come like I mind that belly for everybody else, for all them other man to benefit.
So the numbers chosen were 14 money, 30 house cat, 18 water boat, and 33 spider. Our winning numbers yesterday, the first winning mark was 6. That was followed by 29, followed by 12, and the final winning mark for yesterday was 1. Congratulations to everyone who played with us. You would have won some money if you listened to Andy.
Well, I give me some marks there. Oh, God, boy.
He didn't win any. He didn't win himself.
What's up? See, boy. Only I get 4 marks. Only 4 marks. And mine are belly for everybody else to benefit from it. That is a secret.
Hello, Andy Smith, Mr. Snipe. Here this boy. Andy, you make me laugh, boy. When I see that 6 play, right, I say, well, Andy won. So we say, well, the mark is 1, eh? But my partner going paid for 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock, and I paid for 7 o'clock. But let me tell you something, Andy, I like 15 today, boy, because you went by the hospital, so I like 15 today. Right? Injection for the sick.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah, 15. So trying to go 15. Go ahead. What else? Take that call on that line there, partner. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Yes, go ahead.
Good morning.
And you know what I guess what other match always play?
Boy.
I guess the 29 player when you won, the 29.
All right.
But I'm remember number 14 this morning.
14, okay, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't get over it, boy.
Now that man wicked, boy. That is wickedness, boy.
What wicked, he or you?
To me, that man, the man wicked.
Okay. Yes, good morning. What's your number?
Hello, morning, 18.
18, all right.
18,
yeah.
Water boat.
Water boat, yes. Plenty water these days.
Oh, boy. Well, come on, let us know. So that 3 marks so
one
far.
More? All right, one more. Good morning. Give us the number.
I like only I was since I am 77 and since I'm 16 I was playing this game. So it's 156. But I could ask you something else on the last number you're taking. If a person went up pick 2 and you raise it out mega ball, how much money should expect if it's one part of it?
I can't say. We'd have to ask the.
Because here now, I don't go out, so I had to use the phone. And I have a son 36. He's a police. He didn't want to hear me at all play. So I do where I am. Actually, I'm taking care of an 86. I'm 77. And yeah, accompanying an 86-year lady that really can work. Let me know how much money I could get now. So if I send somebody, they're going to run.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
Yeah, and of course,
money I expect it.
we'll give that task to Andy.
All right, love
this
you.
thing
Yeah,
hurts.
I'm sure he'll put out a cap.
Boy, look, somebody they say in the online that 6 could make make me back, vom me back. But today, all right, like somebody here say, play back
Playback, that's it.
yeah, they say no. That he said he could turn that 6 in make 9. Where's 9? He said he could turn the 6 and make a 9. Where's 9?
Yeah, opposite. Nine gonna be
cattle.
9 gonna be cattle, yes, cattle.
And then Joyce is saying, Andy, that's the bag. That the bag of money. So 14 coming. Boy, I might hurt. Yes, let me take a next call. Yes, boy, that hurt, boy. After so
How much
long.
more we have? We have one more to get. Oh,
Yeah, morning callers.
Yeah, Lennox. Yeah, morning, Andy. When they went to the hospital, they had to play hospital 23.
23, all right.
Or 23.
23, yeah.
Yeah, hospital, yeah.
House, all right, 23, okay.
Yeah, 23.
All right, so Andy's capiche now.
Boy. Boy. Boy, I feel what's me between you and Lennox. Only give me a copy chest, boy. I don't want to say boo right now. Seriously.
I would flip it. I would choose cattle. The baby would need milk.
But somebody gave 9 right now, sir?
No, we don't have 9.
We don't have 9.
They gave 9 on the chat, but we didn't. We didn't mark it. So
Okay.
it's up to Andy to say if he's going
All
with
right,
the
so
9.
only 9, the baby gonna need milk.
He flipping the 6.
And that woman so wicked. I go play that 9 because the baby must need milk. Eh?
Yeah.
She ain't gonna play the 9 because she go say, well, I milk on my own, you know. Remember the woman I milk that she own. She make the baby, eh? Oh boy, Lennox Smith, we had to say, boy.
You know, well, I mean, I like the idea about the mammary glands. That is a big word for breasts.
Yeah.
But I have no difficulty with cattle either.
Well, all right. Well, what's that wicked man, eh? So we go take the capiche 9, and then somebody, Monica, said to flip it upside down. Oh God, 6. Flip the 6 upside down, 9. All right, we go with the 9.
People say that Andy didn't do that on purpose.
Boy.
They play the 6 first on purpose.
Hey, boy. Oh boy. Well, all right, Toilet, that's it. So let's go for that needed break and come back. Oh no, you have to let us know what's the marks that they pick. So they will make sure they put it in. So you all will know what you all have to do today.
All right, so the numbers today go as follow. We had 15 sick woman, 14 money, 18 water boat, 23 house, and Andy's capiche for today is the number 9.
Yep.
Good luck to everyone. We go for that break and we come back.
Superleggera.
Protect yourself from electric shock or death. Before conducting repairs close to overhead lines or the point of connection to your home, contact Tech to request a temporary disconnection. When driving tall vehicles, ensure they do not exceed 15 feet. Do not lift lines to allow vehicles to pass. When carrying out underground works, contact Tech's area offices to ensure there are no underground conductors and cables before digging. At Tech, safety is our priority. Tech, the power to make it work.
Hey, Michael, how you going? I ain't seen you these days.
I know. Things get a little bit busy these days. Ever since I signed up for the small business package from TTT Radio Network, business really picking up.
Small business package? What's that?
It's an advertising package designed especially for small businesses. They work with your budget now, and help you reach more customers. I made one phone call and they handle everything. It's one of the best decisions I ever made.
Maybe I should sign up for the small business package.
But you ain't no business.
Who say?
I in the business of minding my business.
Now, man, you mean in your business of minding people business?
Got a small business? Let TTT Radio Network help you grow with our affordable small business package designed to fit your budget and get your message heard. Call 628-4141 and speak with one of our sales representatives or send us an email at sales@ttt.co.tt today. The small business package. Big results for small businesses.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago. Talk louder, think deeper. Talk City 91.1 FM.
The world's greatest football tournament is here, and
why everybody coming by my house?
Dad, you serious? We have Digicel Plus and Rush Sports. What do you expect?
Hey, where are they going? This season, your home could become football capital with the new Digicel Plus Omni TV plans. Enjoy 350 megabits internet, plus up to 158 TV channels, including Rush Sports. Perfect for every moment, every celebration, and every... Catch the FIFA World Cup on Rush Sports with Digicel Plus. Visit a Digicel store and sign up today.
Every morning begins with a story. The headlines you need. The voices you trust. The conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you. Conversations that spark new ideas. Stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
If it matters to you, it matters to us. We report the news, real stories in real time. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Trinidad and Tobago's Talk Powerhouse. Talk City 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
All you are hurting, but I always wanted to play this tune, you know, boy. Oh, God, oh, God. On the Ground Report, you had to get a different flavor and everything because, again, it is the #1 program. It could always never be about politics, and lick. No. Somebody had requested this for quite a while. I don't know why. But Lennox Smith might be able to tell me why have they requested this for quite a while. Let's hear. Oh boy. Wait. Oh. But it's playing there? Alright, I will have to come back with that. Or I'll have to come back with that when I get it playing. Wow, I ain't get to play.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
So let me organize by the meanwhile here and play these voice notes. I have a couple of voice notes and it really playing it tight. Let's hear.
Well, nobody here. So we're talking again the data centers, and we more or less address that the environmental concern is unfounded. But Andy asked the question, is the cooling water, is that polluted in any way when it leaves the factory? No, it doesn't. Let's think about it. It's a computer, a very big computer. That's all data center is. They are by their nature very clean. All right? Compared to all the industries in the world, it is very, very clean. And the systems they use is either one that's recirculating. So think of like the cooling system in your car. It's exactly the same thing. You have a liquid circulating along a hot engine that goes to a radiator that radiates the heat from the liquid. Okay? That's the kind of frontline system. But when that is not enough, they usually do something called evaporative cooling, where they actually mist the area that the servers are, and you get evaporative cooling. All right? And that's where a lot of the water loss comes from. The liquid water is converted to vapor, and there goes the heat with it. Just like your body. Your body uses evaporative cooling when you sweat. All right? So you lose, just like you would lose water, your system loses water. But all you have to do, and well, the third big method they use is they put the whole thing underwater. Right? I don't know what they're going to use, but the point is none of the water involved in that is polluted in any way. All right? The only thing you have to do is be able to have enough supply. And we have it in spades. We exist in a place and a time when half of the year the country rains. They're going to dig their own ponds. You can use desalination plants. All manner of ways to deal with that without having any impact on the population. I mean, we've done it before. What do you think the current desalination plant is for? It was for industrial purposes, all right? For their own cooling water. We've done this before. What do you think? So many of those factories down in the industrial estate, they have their own electricity plants, their gas turbines. You think it's basically a big jet engine, and you run natural gas through it. It spins very fast. You turn a magnet to a magnet, electricity. We've done this for decades. All right? So it's scaremongering. And, you need to just educate yourself a little bit, and you see how it's just quite unfounded.
Morning, trying to be good morning, Andy again. Andy, you sound like you really ain't going to play no market today. You yourself want to get a cabbage. Yeah, boy, but you remember you had 2 mark yesterday. Snipes, one of them mark one did it out yesterday. That didn't come either. Oh my goodness. Look on this one.
Andy, morning. Today, 36-18. My pick for this morning.
I want to go deep and not pour another one next month, and it can be even buy another one.
Pleasant good morning, Mikey, Lennox, Andy, and Sir Snipes. Well, I guess I have 2 quick little ones. One is concerning the people who actually is the CCJ. That everybody just wants some of the majority, everyone wants to go to that way and not the Privy Council anymore. But just remember, everybody knows everybody in the CCJ, all right? Because remember, that's the Caribbean. So I think some of the results that people might go there to get and they don't get it, well, I hope they understand and is the CCJ. It's not a Privy Council who seems to knows nobody basically doing the right things. But these people and them might know somebody in a different country or a different island, and they might have some kind of influence. So that's just my opinion on that. The second one is concerning the different regional corporation that holding around people's money. Is it because they're trying to get some kind of corrupted money again somewhere down the line, or are they trying to spite the present government? What is it trying to do? And they have to look into that, and they're untouchable. So I guess they have privilege too, because if nobody can go after them for doing things like that, stealing people money, to me that would be called stealing people money, not giving them what they rightfully own. All right, blessings everyone. That's my opinion.
Well, nobody here again. So Anderson Wilson, in his contribution, exposed something I call the Hydra. Hydra is a mythical creature. If you try to kill it by cutting off its heads, 3 heads go back in its place and it gets even stronger, it will eventually defeat you. You can't defeat it. That explains a lot of our governance systems that have been designed to allow for corrupt heads to feed, but that the excrement from that food is what would feed a whole lot of people who would be their political base. And if you try to slay the dragon by cutting off its head, the Hydra, then those at the bottom would suffer, they would raise up, and they will defeat you. That's what this government has faced. CPEP has been the example. But there's also something I like to call the dragon. And the two are dancing. The dragon is our black economy, okay? And basically, illicit drugs. And for decades, we have fed that dragon the blood of our sons, because the dragon is only interested in the blood of our sons. And we were seemingly okay with it again, so long as that dragon, we can feed off of the excrement of it. And that dragon, all of a sudden, after the Americans started blowing up drug boats, strange things started happening around very big people with very big companies and so on. You see, if you think that when the government is going after corrupt institutions, that you have a whole lot of people suffering, if you think that's an issue, when these big institutions, these big companies start to collapse, that have been involved in the dragon side of things, in that illicit black economy, when those companies start to collapse and the people employed therein start to end up on the breadline, when that starts to happen, I've said that people are going to ask back for the dragon. That's what Anderson Wilson is talking about this morning. It's so integrated. Their protection, the heads of these hydras and dragons have relied on the fact that they are protected by those at the bottom, a vast number of people who are dependent on these corrupt systems. So that way you can't slay them, you can't kill them. So Trinidad and Tobago have a choice. You either choose to continue to feed the dragon the blood of your sons so that you can feed off of the excrement that it provides, or you try to do something better. I think this government is trying to do something better. You could argue that they could have done it better, but without a doubt, they are trying to take this country to somewhere better where we are not just feeding off of the excrements of dragons. It is coming. Our petrochemical industry is about to explode, to take off. If you hold strain, Trinidad and Tobago, you can have a better future where you do not have to feed dragons the blood of your sons, also that you can feed on the excrement of those dragons.
Yes, of course. Andy, we have come to the end. Yes, we have to wrap up. People, of course, we will continue with this because we have not explored it during the course of this week. And tomorrow is a day when, on Friday, that we, of course, address issues that we may not have time for. So we will do that tomorrow as well. Andy?
Yes, well, don't forget tonight, because we will be racking up to the hour in that 1 minute. I just want to play a late tune there. Somebody who asking for it long time. While Snipes and them put in, we partner and them in place. So don't forget tonight, Corridor Transformation with yours truly, Lennox Smith and COP. Don't forget tomorrow, please God. Don't forget to look on to your best program, the number 1 program, The Ground Report. Coming up next is the big program right after with Mr. X and Stephon Rees. Okay, off the record. So until tomorrow morning, please God, be safe on the nation's very wet roads. We are out here. Let me play this thing there quick, boy. Oh boy.
Studios.
The lizard run up shift and it disappear. Everybody keeps searching everywhere. Where did it say? The teacher is red. Under she dress, taking a rest. The way she jolly and high.
Snipes, take it
Talk
out.
City 91.1 FM. Talk.
The cabinet has approved the increase in the permissible age of importation of foreign-use right-hand drive private cars, that's sports utilities, SUVs, sedans, and station wagons, powered by gasoline, dieseline, or compressed natural gas, CNG, from 3 years to under 8 years, and under from the date of manufacture.
Music,